Gypsy Rose Blanchard's post about her mom before she set up her death.
Since before I was born, she loved me, and I loved her. Her love is like a bright ray of sunshine that beams on me, giving me happiness and love. Through many hardships we have overcame. We came out of it with smiles on our face simply because we have each other. My mama is such an amazing woman because she is many wonderful things. She's kind, selfless, giving, positive, great role model, loving. She's the kind of person that is an angel, and now and again I come across a feather on her. She's most amazing because of the pure, true love she gives me. I'm truly a blessed girl. People ask, how is it after going through Hurricane Katrina? How is it y'all can remain so happy? And the answer is because we're together. Our bond is so special and it never is fading. Never ending, unconditional, true love. I love you so much, my darling, honey. And I want you to know you mean everything to me. I'm sorry, I don't know if my screen is dirty, but I couldn't see that was honey. Yes, so this was Gypsy's post. Does this scream abuse? And what does this say versus her book? My time to stand up and be dishonest. I'm just asking for a friend. Gypsy Rose Blanchard actually has a chromosome disorder. Let's talk about it. Her dad actually admitted to it in one of her documentaries.
They did some tests and found out she had a chromosome disorder that was causing all of her functions from developing, her digestive system and her muscular system.
This is the name of the chromosome disorder, 1q21.1, microdeletion. This is the poster child for this chromosome disorder, and it's from rarechromo.com. I bet you thought that was Gypsy. Nope, it's just the poster child for this chromosome disorder. This is Gypsy Rose Blanchard in prison, and this is the poster child for this chromosome disorder. I just want you guys to see the similarities. All in all, they're crazy, but developmentally delayed, intellectual disabilities, poor growth, seizure, behavioral issues, hearing impairment, joint laxity, hypotonia, which is weak muscle tone. That's the wheelchair. So her mom embellished her issues for financial gain, which is malingering and not Munchausen by proxy. She did have seizures because this was part of this chromosomal disorder. The feeding tube was for the failure to thrive and the developmental delay. So basically, she needed that to thrive, which is why she was on the feeding tube. She did really have seizures. She was stealing her mom's medication. She obviously admitted to that. But this just shows that she had these issues. Now, the Munchausen by proxy was the excuse when she was arrested. Her attorney came up with that line. And she actually admits to that. Let's actually listen to that.
My two attorneys are telling me that my mother has something called Munchausen by proxy.
So that was the story that they came up to get her off the charges. She actually didn't go to trial and they gave her a plea deal. And the reason why they gave her the plea deal is because it was actually really political. If you watch her interrogation, which I do have on my YT channel, you can actually watch her interrogation and Nicholas GODEJOHN'S interrogation. You'll be able to see the real truth. Now, Gypsy Rose was actually recording videos and sending them to Nicholas GODEJOHN, and videos to kind of program him because he is autistic and he does have a low IQ. He is a very visual person, and seeing it and instructing is how he learns. Gypsy's attorney was the only one that knew about this video up until recently. Let's watch it.
Phone video that Gypsy had taken. It shows her walking through her mother's bedroom, and she points at the mattress and then makes this motion with her hand. At that point, that was a very hard pill to swallow.
Before the unaliving of D.D. Blanchard, Gypsy sent Nick a home video using her cell phone. In this video, it shows Gypsy showing her mother's bedroom, and then making a particular motion with her hand once she gets to the bed. This is an instruction video that Gypsy made for Nick in order to show how the act of the unaliving of her mother should be carried out by Nick. The only people that knew this video existed until recently was her attorney.
And when she actually was arrested and went through the interrogation process, before they started interrogating her, she started defending herself and lied about the whole story. Let's watch that.
It's kind of weird though, people saying you're in handcuffs, they give you this weird look, and I'm like, did you do anything? Like, okay, I remember I didn't kill nobody, and I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I didn't do nothing. I'm a good girl.
Now imagine you do all that. You come out of prison. Actually, before you come out of prison, obviously you pled guilty to second-degree unaliving. And then you come out of prison and say this.
I don't associate myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked Nick for help.
She asked.
And how that conversation started was, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that.
This next video I'm going to show you is a video that Gypsy made, and there's a lip reader basically lip reading the video and narrating it. Her name is Nina, the lip reader. You can look her up on TikTok. She's amazing, and I love the fact that she did this.
So perfect. What I was going to say, what I wanted to ask is, are you a psychopath? Because if you are one, then it's very good match.
Now imagine all of that. Then you see this young man's father speak about his feelings about his son being incarcerated. And also his mom overdosed and couldn't handle what happened to her son. And you used a man with special needs that was collecting a permanent disability check. And you go ahead and villainize this man that thought he was protecting you. He also has a low IQ. And listen to what his dad says. And just remember, she had this book written after this.
I'm lost. I can't believe what happened and just dumbfounded, and I actually don't know how to feel anymore because of it. My mind's been rewired to think differently now. It's hard. Everything's hard. My son, Nick, his side of the story told, and because her side is getting all this attention left and right, and he can get nothing. I believe Gypsy was just using him. She may have had a slight feelings for him, but when she got him in, reeled him in to her plan, then she pretty much started losing interest in him until after the deed was done, and then boom, threw him under the bus. I felt compassion because of what her mother did to her, and in retrospect, when she learned all those traits from her mom and turned around and used them on my son, and to get out of her situation, all the press and everything that was being focused on this case, it just made me become more of a hermit. I didn't want to leave the house. Afraid somebody's going to notice me and, hey, you're a GODEJOHN or whatever. Is that your son? I didn't want to deal with any questions. This birthday card I received from my son on my last birthday is on your birthday and always wishing you a very happy birthday. So happy birthday, Dad. How old are you now? 51? Yeah, that sounds correct. 51. Well, happy 51st birthday. Remember, it's just a number. If you feel you're young, then you are. I wish I could spend your birthdays with you. God willing, maybe I'll still get that chance in another birthday. I know it's hard being this far away. Please be strong. Thank you for being my father, my best friend, and teacher. I'm blessed to have you as a father. It's you who taught me all these noble traits, and I'm grateful for it. I love and miss you wholeheartedly. Until we talk again, your son, truly, Nicholas Paul Goody.
That is the man she villainized in her book. The man that wrote that to his father. And despite of his situation, he was grateful for having his dad and wished that he could spend a birthday with him. Meanwhile, Gypsy, who plotted her mom's unaliving for over 2.5 years, manipulated him. He still has loyalty to her, and she has misused his kindness, his love, his trust, and continues to villainize him and lie in her book. That is who she was speaking of. And I just want to say to Melissa Moore, Gypsy, Kristy Blanchard, Rod Blanchard, Mia Blanchard, and the entire Lifetime, and whoever wrote this book, the fact that you all are using Nicholas GODEJOHN for financial gain, exploiting him, lying on him, defaming him, because you know he has life in prison behind defending Gypsy, is despicable, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Melissa, what you do is not investigative journalism. It's dishonesty, and it shows that you will do anything for $1. And I think everybody likes money, and some people even love money. But money is only to be used to live. And yes, some people live more extravagant than others, and I get it. But the fact that you would do this to someone with special needs, all for $1, to me speaks loud volumes about you as a person.